properly administered, state parks can provide the best type of recreation for the population without impairing their natural beauty. Steve Mather's idea of a national park or a state park was an area into which one could go with the feeling that he was in a part of creation that had not been spoiled by the hand of man.
We were developing this vast, unspoiled countryside, but visionaries like T.W. Hardison and Stephen Mather saw the value in keeping these spaces natural and preserving them for future generations.
In creating this Civilian Conservation Corps, we are killing two birds with one stone. We are clearly enhancing the value of our natural resources, and at the same time we are relieving an appreciable amount of actual distress.
In 1933, Franklin Delano Roosevelt established the Civilian Conservation Corps as a way not only to get young men back to work, but to better the lives of the communities hit hard by the Great Depression. That same year, a group of those CCC men arrived at Petit Jean Mountain.
You remember laying in these rocks in here?
I didn't lay these, but I worked on that first pier there.
The workmanship is something that you can't replicate today. They used traditional construction methods, and it was the sort of work that lasts forever.
The park system grew over the next 4 decades, both in size and in popularity, enriching local communities and drawing in adventurers from across the nation.
The way to any Arkansas State Park is beautiful. Not only will you enjoy your stay, but your trip throughout the state will long be remembered.
By the 1970s, the popularity of Arkansas state parks had taken its toll, and more funding was needed to keep the parks sustainable.
I say we stop in the square, we stop in the square. And I will support the Constitution of the United States. I will support the Constitution of the United States.
It was an issue that we had dealt with before, is that everybody loves to build parks and nobody wants to pay to take care of them. And he put more appropriations into state parks in the early 1970s than had been spent in all the history of state parks put together.
It was a matter of good times and then some hard times, and there was never a permanent source of funding for an agency that was in the forever business.
And so that every kid in Arkansas can grow up hunting and fishing, and that the pleasures that most of us grew up in this state taking for granted will be passed on to the kids coming after us.
Because of Amendment 75, we don't have to charge entrance fees, and that's a big difference between us and a lot of other state park systems across the nation. A huge investment has been made in Arkansas state parks because of Amendment 75.
We have some of the most beautiful natural resources. Our lakes, our rivers, our streams, our hunting, our fishing, our biking are second to none.
State parks are for everyone. Our mission is to continue to build on that original vision, to enhance the quality of life for Arkansans and visitors, and to preserve the treasures of the natural state.
I want to come back to the state park because we didn't get to do everything, but it was a really fun experience and I'd like to do it again.
Just enjoy what we have and how beautiful everything is, and I want my kids to be able to, appreciate that too.
He called me on the telephone and said, "I hope you live to see on the mountain one of the best state parks in the country." So it was that in February 1923, Petit Jean State Park came into existence.